All right, here are 5 things to know on this Tuesday morning. The trial of a man accused of killing a 3-year-old in Edgecombe in 2022 is scheduled to continue all week. Tyler Witham Jordan is charged with depraved indifference murder in the death of Mackenzie Handrahan. Maine State Police Lieutenant Jason Richards shared evidence from the crime scene yesterday, including a bloody diaper and a broken hairbrush, which police say was the murder weapon.
The largest homeless encampment in Bangor will stay where it is for at least a couple more months. The encampment on Cleveland Street, also known as Camp Hope, was originally set to be cleared end of this month. The city council did vote to postpone that closure, though, until at least February. That will allow more time for housing to be built. The city's homeless response manager says the city does not want to force people out of that encampment until there's somewhere else to go.
The southbound side of the Casco Bay Bridge, which connects Portland and South Portland, will be closed for several hours today so crews can repair a gate. The gate came down to stop cars and let the drawbridge up yesterday morning when a driver right there on the left of your screen crashed right into it. We do not know yet if any charges will be filed. Both southbound lanes will be closed from 9 o'clock this morning until 3 o'clock this afternoon for repairs.
Versant Power will host 2 public discussions this week about grid and climate planning. The first meeting will happen today at the Aroostook Agency on Aging. That's in Presque Isle, happen at 6 o'clock. Second meeting tomorrow, also at 6. That one, though, at the Fort Kent Town Office. If you would like to go, you're asked to please RSVP by emailing gridandclimate@versantpower.com. Members of a community in Lincoln County are trying to help a woman who lost her home and more than a dozen dogs in a fire. The house on Bay Road in the town of Brooklyn caught fire last Friday. Brooklyn's assistant fire chief says crews were able to save some farm animals on the property, but 16 dogs were killed. A GoFundMe started by a friend of the homeowner has raised close to $40,000, and the Brooklyn Fire Department is also collecting donations at brooklynfd.org. And before we get one last check of that forecast, we want to remind you to join us for the Last Cup. This morning, we're going to be talking about a story we had earlier this morning about how Billie Eilish fans are camping out to get tickets to her latest tour, sometimes for weeks at a time, and how police have cleared some of the tents where they're camping out. So we've got some things to say about that, and we'll talk about whether there's anyone we would camp out that long to see or not.
That's an interesting thought.
Got to think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that. All right, that's the Last Cup.
Yeah, that's the Last Cup. Coming up later on News Center Maine Plus.
All right. Well, we've got a couple more days with this storm. Today, it's very, very light icing from freezing mist. Tomorrow, we warm up, rain, and damaging wind gusts, potential power outages during the evening. Have a good day, everybody. Drive safely.